Hey, Jeff Abernathy from Tommy Guns USA. Today I'm talking about how to reinstall a sear and a disconnect and a hammer in a 1911 or 2011 gun. There's probably hundreds of videos out there, so now mine's out here and I'm going to explain to you how my dad explained it to me. Hope it makes sense. Enjoy the video. Okay, so now I'm going to reinstall a trigger kit from EGW, but right now I'm going to show you the Prodigy stock MIM parts. MIM means machine injection molded. It's absolute junk. So how do you recognize it? Other gunsmiths out here already know what I'm talking about. They know how to recognize it. You new guys, you want to do a quality trigger kit, EGW, Extreme Engineering, and there's several other ones. So if you look right here, that's where the cavity is injecting the, I call it a slurry, into the mold, and then this is baked and hardened. Also, there's another big injection area. This is just junk. So next piece is going to be the sear. The sear's the same way. This is injection molded too. You cannot do a trigger job on this stuff. It won't last and it feels terrible. This connector. Here's the injection molded areas. So here too. This is junk. Now what I am going to install is the EGW hammer sear disconnect. Here's your hammer. This is all machined, or it's possibly wire EDM, or both. So this is absolutely top quality. The best you're going to buy on the market is EGW Doug Koenig. And the people in USPSA, IDPA shooting world that I'm in, that's what I build most of, they know what this is. Top quality stuff. Now I'm going to show you the disconnector and the sear in just a second. This is all machined. There is no injection molded, there's no marks, there's no machining marks. And here's your sear. See if I can hold that on my finger so you can see it. Again, this is all machined. All right, next thing I'm going to show you, when people say, Jeff, I don't know how to put the hammer and sear back in my 1911, and this is how my dad taught me. A camel has one hump. This disconnector's got one hump right here. Make that hump face the sky. And he explained to me, he says, Jeff, this is a quarter moon. I said, okay, what do you do at the quarter moon? He said, well, you lay it on top over the camel hump like that. So the camel hump's to the sky, the quarter moon is facing the sky, and this will only go on one way. If you try to put this on this way, it won't work. Won't go on. So this slot in the back has to go around the camel hump. I know you guys are going to laugh. That's okay. I hope you enjoy this. Drop it down on like that. All right, now we're going to put the grip bushings in the frame to attach the frame and the slide together. Here's the grip bushing. It's got a big bevel right here. Okay, here we go. We're going to put the grip bushing in. And take a little screwdriver or Allen wrench and get it started like that. And hold your finger on it. And the way I'm doing this, you cannot see that, and I can't see it. So I'm going to stick my finger down in here so it doesn't fall out. You ain't going to be able to see it. But you can see the grip bushing here. This is the grip bushing we just installed from the other side. Dawson Precision makes this tool, and it is made to take the grip bushings out and to put them in. So you screw that into the grip bushing, and you give it a little pull, and it seats your grip bushing. Keep your finger on it so it don't fall back out, and they will. And we're going to put the screw back in it. So I got to do the other side the same way, and there's a small one in the front here. This one's the easy one. I'm not going to put the other screw in. That's kind of self-explanatory. So now We're talking originally about the disconnector and the sear, how they go together. They go together that way. I've got big hands, so I'm going to have to grab a pair of needle nose pliers to do this. I cannot get my hands inside the gun to drop it in. So now take the sear and the disconnect, and you're going to come right up through the bottom of the gun, and this disconnector has to be fitted. It'll go through this side. It's very tight and it doesn't have much movement. So I'm gonna go over to my polishing wheel and I'm gonna probably polish off about five or 8 thousandths off of this diameter, and it should go straight up through the bottom of the gun or frame. All right, here we go. We're gonna polish the head here around the diameter, and I'll show you what it looks like. That's getting hot. So let's check it. That feels good. So let's see if it go in from this side. There it is. It's in the frame. So now you're ready for your sear pin. And what I do is take the smallest Allen wrench I can find, stick it through the other side of the gun, and align all these holes up. And sometimes it's not easy. There we go. Come on. Nothing fell out. That's incorrectly. Now, just lay the hammer in. Line up your holes. Put your pin in through the hammer hole. Now, sear spring. I'm going to point with this right here. The left side of this sear spring has to lay on the sear here. I've seen people where it'll fall off the sear, it'll go underneath here. The hammer won't reset. So carefully lay the sear in, and there's a slot here. The sear has to go into this slot. So you go at the top first, and you lay it down into this slot. Next thing is your mainspring housing. Reinsert it. Bring your hammer strut down. Get it almost completely in. I'm sorry, it's hard to see. It's still going to move a little bit. It shouldn't. That's because I haven't pushed it all the way up. Now you have to put in your grip safety. Insert the grip safety. There's no magic about this. It only goes in one way. And you still have to line up the hammer strut into the mainspring housing, push it up, and I don't know where the pin's at. Here. Insert your mainspring housing pin. All right, your mainspring housing pin is in. You're done with that. I appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe.